Hello and a very warm welcome indeed to Sync Summit 2024. We're here live in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm Oli Berrett and it's my honor to host this one of several spotlight sessions. The theme overall of our two-day summit, confronting the digital paradox. So yes, we're talking digital well-being. We're not afraid to confront the challenges, and we are unashamedly shining a spotlight on some of the potential positives of digital technology as well, realizing that not is all, or all is not always as it seems. Speaking of which, this session, and welcome if you're joining us live here in IFRA, the world-class cultural destination, and an especially warm welcome if you're joining from home or from work around the world or catching up. This session is on extending reality, so experiencing the world through immersive technologies. So question, who is at the cutting edge of this? Well, some of the world's leading tech companies, but the question really is, who's at the cutting edge of that? And our next guest is a good example of that. Why? Because they're working on some of the future concepts, some of the prototyping for really what happens next, not just in virtual reality, but in augmented reality as well. So I don't think what we're going to see is properly classified, but it certainly might not have been released into the real world yet. So we really are in for a treat. We're getting a sneak peek here at Sync Summit. The company I'm referring to, of course, is Google. The role, and this sounds like a pretty cool role, didn't exist when I was a kid, is a creative technologist working on augmented reality and virtual reality experiences. And our honored guest, and I invite you to give him a huge round of applause, is Shiblee Hasan. Shiblee.
Thank you, Oli, for the nice introduction. Good morning. Marhaba to everybody who's joining in person and folks who are online. I'm Shiblee. I've spent the better part of my career chasing a dream, not just to build technology, but to make it disappear, to create experiences so immersed, so natural, that the digital world simply becomes an extension of your own. I've dedicated the past 15 years of my career to the fascinating realm where technology converge with human perception, and had the privilege to contributing to cutting-edge AR glasses, VR headsets, and like AI-powered platforms at Google, as well as innovation of physical and digital shopping experiences at Amazon. I also spent a little bit of time at Apple. Good to see Steve Wozniak today at the main stage. Today, as a technologist, I want to share a vision for the future. A future where we harness the power of wearable sensing, artificial intelligence to revolutionize personal well-being. My goal is to inspire the greater collaboration between academic research and the industry to bring the transformative benefits of technology-aided well-being to a wider audience. I'd like to challenge the status quo of wearable technology. It's no longer sufficient for our devices to merely function. They must understand us. Your smartwatch might diligently remind you to take a break every hour or so, but is that truly enough? We're not a homogeneous mass. We're unique individuals with distinct physiological rhythms and cognitive patterns. A one-size-fits-all approach simply cannot unlock the full potential of optimizing our well-being. There's a lot of talks about during our sessions about regulation and what is good for the user. We need to understand for every individual person what it means to them, what is wellness to them. So let me look at some of the evolution. The evolution of smartwatches, for example, as activity trackers was catalyzed by the advent of inertial measurement units, or IMUs. These are tiny little chips housing accelerometer, gyroscope, and magnetometers. So you can really see how the development of technology has brought some of these, made some of these things possible. As technology advanced, early smartphones began incorporating basic IMUs with gyroscope, which enable features like, you rotate your screen. Now you can see it in a different layout. and simple motion-based game like with a gyro. Then came the smartwatches. And at some point, somebody had a vision to go beyond basic keeping on the watch and transform them into workout trackers with IMUs, setting a new standard. And as you can see, some other manufacturers followed suit, integrating custom design sensors for even more comprehensive tracking. This integration revolutionized personal fitness, providing accurate insight into your daily movement and exercise routines. IMU data and sensor fusion fuel the development of new algorithms capable of automatically detecting and classifying various activities, contributing significantly to the popularity of wearable fitness trackers today. And now we're in a world where immersive wearable technology has become mainstream, capable of sensing minute physiological variations with multiple sensors. Imagine a world where your device just doesn't serve you, but it comprehends you. They sense when you're tired, when you're stressed, or in need of a motivational boost. They adapt their behavior to enhance your experience, ultimately your overall well-being. This is an extraordinary promise of wearable immersive technology, which may one day migrate to many other form factors, including your phones and watches. The wearables are already teeming with sensors, as technologies that we see today are technology that we anticipate in the next few years. AR glasses, VR headsets can seemingly incorporate things like eye tracking to detect subtle signs of fatigue from like blinking patterns as well as your pupil dilation, where you're looking, how you're looking at things. Emerging technologies like EEG, we talk a lot about it in medical field, but we haven't really bridged the gap between that and how it can come to mass market for a wider audience. These combined with familiar heart rate and breathing monitors give us an unprecedented window into the physiological state of a person. Studies have shown that combining multiple sensors significantly improves the accuracy of detecting things like emotion and stress levels. AI and machine learning is powering this revolution of sensor fusion. Let's explore a little bit more about how data and wearable technology can revolutionize our personal well-being. We'll give you some examples here. Imagine a smartwatch that senses subtle tremors in your hand, a telltale sign of mounting stress or maybe too much coffee, or AR glasses that detect waning focus in your eye gaze as you continue with your daily activities. Combining this data with heart rate variability, skin conductance readings, AI algorithms can pinpoint your personal stress triggers and suggest maybe tailored relaxation techniques, breathing exercise, or even modifications to your environment. And that goes for both a virtual and your physical environment now that we have smart home. Maybe you spent a long time in VR, so when you come back to reality, all your personal devices adjust accordingly. Your smart home just changes your lighting, maybe it changes the AC, so that you don't feel as stressed, or maybe you felt a little motion sickness. Our devices today can leverage sensor data and machine learning to create viewing experience that is as unique as you are. So it's more about the visual stuff. By analyzing ambient light, they can adjust brightness and color to minimize eye strain, whether it's in your personal device or at your home. They can even learn from your preferences over time. Maybe at a certain time with a certain stress level, you preferred one over the other. So it definitely helps us to understand, or the devices to understand an individual person's preferences. So they can learn from your preferences and reduce light exposure in the evening, for example, to promote better sleep. They can expand beyond your personal devices. As I said, every smart home device can be part of this experience. Now imagine stepping into a VR world that intuitively responds to your emotional state. EEG readings and facial expression analysis can guide the experience during, offering you a calming oasis if you're stressed, or an energizing landscape if you need a little bit of boost for the rest of your day. This is the future of immersive technology, a personalized haven for your well-being. In a virtual reality game, for example, if the player's heart rate spikes and their pupils dilate, the game could dynamically adjust the difficulty level or offer a calming respite after within the virtual environment to prevent overwhelming you and just like bring you back to the state that you preferred or were before. Now, looking at exercise, I think we can all acknowledge that exercise is a big part of well-being. I've been through that journey where my physical state has affected my mental state as well. Wearables have evolved beyond just simple step counters. Now they can analyze your activity levels, sleep patterns, heart rate to set achievable fitness goals that evolve as you do as a person. AI algorithms can even factor in your dietary habits and suggest personalized meal plans that we've seen from a lot of AI tools now. AI chatbots have been kind of like entering this territory as well, making your journey to a healthier lifestyle more enjoyable and sustainable. Immersive VR fitness experience can further enhance this by providing personalized workout routines based on a user's fitness level, preference, and real-time data. You may have worked hard the Wednesday before, but this week you had a lot of other things to do. So maybe you want to cut down on some of the workout routine there. A recent study have found that participants using VR-based programs for exercise were more likely to adhere to their fitness routines compared to those using just traditional methods. So we're already seeing benefits of some of this. And obviously, with any technology, it's all about balance. Too much technology can be hindering. So we need to find the right balance for it. And to be honest, technology can help you find that balance for yourself. In the realm of immersive VR, understanding the user takes a new dimension. By analyzing biometric data, for example, body movement, heart rate, galvanic skin response, and even facial expression, VR experiences can have become deeply personalized and adaptive. There's always, everybody's talking about privacy. There's a huge part of it that we're going to be talking about as well. Imagine a VR meditation app that guides you through a tailored relaxation session based on your stress levels, helping you to sync your heart and breathing rate. It sounds really great. Moreover, eye tracking technology can revolutionize VR interactions. We all know that people with certain neurological conditions, like ADHD, may have difficulty maintaining their gaze on a target, especially during tasks that requires a sustained attention. People may have different patterns of eye movement during a visual search for certain neurological conditions. I've actually seen some fascinating research how they map out interior design in offices, as well as if you have food stations in a cafe. They try to analyze how this different layout will affect people with different neurological conditions. So I think we can all bring all these great research into our digital experiences as well. Imagine a VR training simulator that adapts its instruction by predicting where you are about to look at based on understanding you, the way you do visual search. I think there's like a pretty good promise there. Perhaps the most profound impact of sensor data is its potential to detect health issues before they escalate. By continuously monitoring your vital signs, AI can identify subtle anomalies that may indicate onset conditions like even like sleep apnea. This early warning system can empower you to seek timely medical attention and potentially serious complications. In a VR therapy session, for example, sensors can track subtle changes in your posture, and that might indicate early signs of some neurological condition like Parkinson's disease. Or it could be as simple as suggesting you to schedule your next massage therapy based on your body motion, the way that your range of motion that may indicate you may have injury or just need a little bit of care for your body. The potential of these technologies is awe-inspiring, but unlocking it requires a united front, and this is something that I wanted to kind of focus during my talk. Academic research possesses the profound knowledge of human physiology and behavior necessary to interpret all this sensor data and make things inclusive. Industry giants, on the other hand, have the resources, engineering expertise to translate these into real-world products. By quantifying the benefits of integrating research insight into products, we can forge a robust partnership. So what I'm trying to emphasize here is we need to make the case. There are a lot of talks like throughout this event about being able to regulate, being able to change things, being able to influence the companies to make changes. I think here we can make a really good partnership to understand what kind of changes we want, what kind of changes would bring positive experiences to all the users out there in the world, users of technology. And together we can accelerate innovation, ensure that the advantages of technology aided well-being research in every corner of the globe. Imagine a future where our devices are not just tools, but trusted companions in our journey to healthier and happier lives. So thank you all for joining me in this exploration of future of personalized well-being. Technology is an inescapable part of our life. However, instead of being overwhelmed, we can leverage these tools and insights. I hope I've ignited your curiosity and inspired you to kind of contemplate on the transformative power of wearable, immersive technology. Let's collaborate, innovate, and empower individuals to take charge of their well-being, one sensor at a time. Shukran.
Thank you, Shiblee. That was absolutely fascinating. I'm actually sorry we only got about 15 minutes with you, so thank you so much. Wasn't that incredibly intriguing? Let me ask you just very quickly, because time is against us. Okay, Google famously, once upon a time, I think, had like a 20% time where you got to work on side projects. If the team said, Shiblee, 80% time, what do you personally want to spend 80% of your time on? Which of this variety of opportunities do you think you'd go chasing?
It's kind of overwhelming. To be honest, we still have this 20%, and I've chosen wellness being this 20%. And so in order to convert this 20 to an 80%, I do see a lot of opportunities where just bringing these technologies, showing the world the possibilities of what we could do with technology and how we could leverage AI to bringing this to mass market. I think it's something that I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, and it's very
looking forward to everybody.
and so have you got any advice for us, Shiblee, on how we tread this line between experimentation on the one hand, and there's a degree of playfulness there, clearly, and caution, because the data matters, safety matters, and there are certain risks which are irresponsible. So how do we roll between those two?
I think it's all about collaboration. There would be people, researchers out there who would look into all these different aspects of this technology and how the usage of technology, policy, and how it could affect things out there in the future, 5 years, 10 years from now.
Yeah.
So I think working together, we will be able to tackle these challenges before they appear. Yeah.
Now, and as if by magic, we have a world-class researcher in the second row. This is what Sync does. It brings the world together. Okay, and we must close. But I guess a cautionary note: we're all interested in health, and when you see a close-up of the eye lit up like that, how confident are we so far that these technologies don't have a negative effect on the health of our eye? I mean, that would be the ultimate sort of bitter twist.
Absolutely. We know a lot about human physiology now. A lot of it has to happen with making sure it's inclusive and making sure we have enough data to make sure it's safe for everybody. And there's a long tail of research that would need to happen before it becomes a mass market technology or product.
Yeah, and so that's happening sort of in lockstep.
Absolutely.
Good.
It's happening all over the world, and I'm really looking forward to collaborating with other people.
Well, Shiblee, in my ideal universe, we'd sit down for another hour. Unfortunately, that's not this one. So everybody, please join me in thanking Shiblee Hasan. Shiblee, thank you.
Thank you.